And you better have the basement ready. They're going to want to be down there.
Well, now it seems. Hello? Anyone there? Hello, we're back. We're back with our last 9 minutes.
Well, we'll see it to the end.
Mohaha. Hello, hello, hello.
I'm bringing it up. 3 watching.
Yeah, I see them.
Yay, Ramadeep. Moha's joined us. Okay, or Moha.
Lena
Blue is here. Thanks for coming back, Blue.
Yeah, we've been having internet problems.
My service provider is not going to want to hear from me. They're not, because now I'm really angry. So who are we on? We were on Ramadeep.
We had just finished Ramadeep.
Yeah, we were working on Ramadeep. So let us speak again, Ramadeep, where we left off, is that I feel Spirit is saying, for these kind of blows, just let us fill you back up again. Just recognize that you can get, keep hope alive. Keep being hopeful in your life.
I'm pretty much,
yeah. I got it.
I'm just trying to handle the other things here.
I want to thank you for coming back. And do check out our other shows where we can really go more in depth with that type of question. All right, so I don't know if Jenna came back yet, but before.
She wanted a general.
Yeah. And something about whether
You're welcome.
she made a right decision about
right,
that.
And I don't even know that I see that in the chat anymore.
No, it's probably not here. Hey, Gina. I hope you like that reading.
Oh, my goodness.
This is really weird, too, because, it went down during our last Thursday night live stream. I'm going to probably have to have a technician come out, and I'm not happy about it. I've gone through 3 modems with them already, and I don't understand what's wrong.
Hi, Nikki.
My personal feeling is they're trying to sell me a higher plan, so I may be moving on to a new service provider. But the thing is that Friday, at the exact same time, our internet went out again. The same time it did Thursday. And we weren't live streaming, but it was like, what is going on?
Well, it's been very windy here. It's been very windy. It might be something to do with that. Yes, Mo. This is a 1-card pull, though, so I just want you to know that we're just doing 1 card. Message from Spirit, basically.
So, Jenna, we are doing you right now. Whether you're here or not, we know your question. And then Nikki will be next if Nikki is here, good. And then Sonali, I know what Sonali wanted, a divine message. Blue, and then we have Mo, haha.
And Lena.
Oh, yeah, Lena. Lena, did Lena come in first? Yeah, no.
No, it was us, JH. We've been having some service problems here. Okay, Mo, we got you on our list.
If we do go down during our live stream, just to everybody remember, we will come back. But, of course, it just depends how long it takes for the internet to reset itself.
Thanks, Gina. That's a good thought. Okay, this one's
for...
for...
Gina, you are wise. You are definitely wise there.
Let's get back. Okay, Jenna. 3 of Cups.
The 3 of Cups is upright, of course, and it's it's kind of a party card in and of itself, Jenna. It's saying, to enjoy the company of others and friends. And so it's really interesting because now this is where sometimes we can answer a question if it really fits. And this one does fit, I feel, with your question. You right now need to surround yourself with the people that you get the most from, and that you share, your energies with. You're willing to share them because they reciprocate. It's a reciprocal relationship here, and I think that's a beautiful card to get. Yep, I know, Sonali. We're getting to you. You're just 2 away now.
Right. This card, Jenna, really says go towards the people you care about the most. They're actually waiting for you is what it looks like.
Yes.
There's really a sense here that they've been waiting for you. And I don't remember exactly your question, but it was something to do with about the person with the fallout. I think this is saying new friends are taking their place. Maybe not right away, but I think that's where this is going.
This is a card of getting joy from your relations with others, but also we need to surround ourselves with the people that really uplift us rather than bring us down. So if that was the situation you were in, Spirit is acknowledging you've made a wise choice here. You've made a wise choice for your future growth and, for fun. Life isn't always about growth and stuff. Life is about fun and enjoyment as well. So,
All right.
Enjoy that, Jenna.
So good wishes for you.
And if Jenna doesn't make it back, I will message her about her reading. Nikki, you are up, and then Sonali, Blue, Mohaha, and Lena.
And yes, Sonali, we appreciate you being able to stay up late. We know it is late there. So we had a question from Nikki. I don't know if it's still here in the chat because the chat kind of got wiped out again. Do you remember that?
Oh, he wanted who? For who?
Nikki.
Oh, for Nikki? No, I don't know. Nikki just wanted... you're just here for the message, right? If you had any kind of question... I'm pretty sure not. And really, the best thing about this show is not even asking a question and just receiving a message from Spirit. Oh! I never see the message right away because Mr. O's comes up
But she had
first.
posted it several times.
Apologies. That's right.
Twice at least.
Well, we'll see what we get.
Right, it's like the situation with Ramen Deep. We'll see what the card can give us. We'll try to keep that in mind.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But I do have a problem with my screen. Darn screen.
Well, I thought you remembered it from before.
I didn't. I know we got a few messages from different people, but I forgot who they were. So.
All right, Nikki.
Something else I should know? Okay.
Just trying to keep
Sonny
up.
is just so comfortable on your laptop there.
Isn't he?
Well, it's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is upright. I'm going to let you go first, Mr. O.
Okay. Well, it seems to me that you're probably moving ahead further in certain ways than Davidas. I'm wondering if Davidas is upset because they sort of feel you're more in charge of your stuff and maybe they're not. I'm just saying that, just throwing that out there, that I'm trying to figure if this gives me that clue. But the card looks like you, as a message from Spirit, really are ready to move on to your next goal. You sort of have attained or have a sense of attainment that you like, but you still feel like you're challenged with something new. Is it possible that Davidas doesn't like the challenges you have that maybe they're not having or that they don't involve them? I don't know. I'm just sort of throwing an idea out there.
I look at this card and I think that Spirit is telling you that you should be looking beyond this whole thing. That this is, it is what it is, and Davidas has to come around or not. One thing that Spirit wants to remind you is we see this world here. This is your world, and you control that world. Davidas has his own world, and you're not in control of that. And as much as we want to control the actions of others, I feel that Spirit is saying this is a time to just recognize that Davida's got to come around or not. And if he doesn't, it's time to look for something new. And Spirit is saying this is a very positive, regardless of how this looks to you right now, that right now is a very positive, growthful period for you where you may have acquired certain levels of, certain levels in your life of prosperity, growth, or whatever. But there is more for you. There is more for you out there. And that's why the person isn't even looking at the world right now. They're looking towards something else.
So I wonder also, too, if maybe this could apply to them, too, with the last thing you just said there. Like maybe they're wanting to look beyond you.
That's highly possible as well. I just wouldn't have said it because it's happy hour.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
You asked a question, but I really feel this is a message for you to just realize that they're going to do what they're going to do, and you just have to remain in control of what you can control. We can't worry about what others do. So Spirit is trying to say you focus on yourself and not Davidas.
Twos are about duality, so in that sense it could be talking about coupling. And we note that she's holding a wand, but there's another wand behind her that she's not looking at. That could be summing up kind of the situation at the moment.
Well, I hope that helps, but like I said, this isn't the show we usually,
try to
get
come
into
back
the
and
real
we
meat
can
of the matter.
Try to come back and we can try to do more with that.
But I think Spirit is just trying to encourage you to just, you can't control what he's done, and especially a blocking. Blocking is like, Davidas may be saying he's done, and, I really didn't want to get into that here, but blocking is a difficult action.
All right. So we are going to get to Sonali, who's staying up late for us. We appreciate that.
We are ready for you, Sonali. Thank you for waiting. And sorry we had the little internet disruption.
Right, we went down for nearly 5 minutes.
That took a little time away. I probably should let you shuffle for... I don't remember. I don't remember anymore, Mr. O.
Oh. Yes, Lena.
After Sonali's blue, Mohaha and Lena. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh, Sonali, you have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a busy card. And Spirit is saying right now is a time of exploring the possibilities that await you. Whether they're in your emotional life, whether they're in your business world, whether it's any or all of that, whether it's with family matters, it's exploring the different possibilities for growth that exists around you, or happiness and fulfillment.
Take the time to really explore in terms of tangibility or fungibility. If we're talking about physical things, like pretend like you're in a market and squeeze the tomatoes, or look at the underside of the furniture, or things like that. I mean, depending on what this is, find that context to explore. If this is all more subjective, theoretical things, you might want to go into a library and look up some things and try to get information that way. But I think it's also saying, too, there's no urgency here. This is really kind of like something that you can drift with, because it's all about the cloudiness of the drifting, and you don't have to do this right away, but Spirit wants you to see some options or some things that they're trying to show you.
It's a positive card, but bordering on neutral, actually, Sonali, because it's just showing you, you have your mind on a lot of things. The one caveat with this card is that Spirit wants to remind you that it's great to have dreams, it's great to have a lot of goals and desires in life that you would like to do, but bring them down to earth a little bit. Don't get lost in them. In other words, at some point, you have to focus on something. But for now, this is a time to really explore the possibilities.
This could absolutely be about you looking at or considering what career choices
Yes.
are out there. Now, for us, it's hard to see anything really firm there.
Yeah.
You may know more about that than we can tell you right now. But I think it is saying that wherever in your life you're going, there are choices to consider. And it's not choices that you have to make. There are things to consider, and that Spirit wants you really to spend time with that.
Jenna, we
did your reading.
we did your reading, and as a matter of fact, just let me tell you where. Hold on. We're on Sonali. So we did Nikki's, then was yours. So you are just one reading before Sonali. We did Nikki, and then we did your reading. And it was very interesting. It was a good card, Jenna. And I think it not only was, a message from Spirit, that Spirit did answer your question.
Yes.
I
So
think.
check that out. And yeah, we're getting tired of this internet disruption, so we're sorry about that. All right. And you're welcome, Sonali.
Yeah, that's what we have for you. I can't really say more than that, but clearly it certainly can apply to career, your goals, whether they are work goals, career goals, or even on the emotional side of life.
I don't know that. I can tell you that it's probably 10 minutes ago from
Probably.
now.
You are, well, I will tell you, Jenna, that you were between, Ramadeep was where we ended and started this stream at. And then you were next. And I mean, we were not very long. We were just finishing up with
So she was before
Ramadeep.
Nikki, not after Nikki. Because you said
did I say that?
You said after a few minutes ago.
I did.
So you were before Nikki.
You were before Nikki.
Still going to
I
say
thought
it was
I said
about
that.
10 to 15 minutes before now.
All right. But it's really right at the beginning of this second stream.
Yeah, I mean, it was right near the beginning of when we got back on, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
All right. So that's
Blue?
what we had for Sonali. Blue is up.
All right, Blue. And I thought Blue might have mentioned
I
something
see
too.
something here. Yeah. Best friend, change channel. That's so Spirit can let me know. Okay. Well, let's just see. I should write down the timestamps. I'll try to remember to do that.
I'm not even sure what that means.
Oh. Actually, you know what? I couldn't see
It sounded like we would have to go back into our
Well, it
stream.
might show
and
up on one of your screens there, but I'm not sure. Not sure. It might be running the time somewhere there. I don't know.
Oh. Well, I like my idea better. 15 minutes ago.
That's because you're obtuse. All right. Okay. Hey, I like this card for you, Blue. It's a temperance. It's temperance, and it's about balance. So Spirit is saying, yeah, maybe, as far as just tackling your situation goes briefly, that maybe something seems like you have to try to find a balance again or a harmony with each other. Maybe that's it. Seeking out harmony right now is important. If there's been a disruption of some sort, you're going through a lot. Temperance for you personally, and this message from Spirit is about, you need to do what's right for you to have balance and harmony in your life, and to de-stress things that may be causing you stress or distress, could set off the balance. And I love the fact that there's that angel there behind you. Look at the angel behind you there. Just remember that, there are guides and allies here trying to help us achieve that. And so don't let, Spirit might be saying right now that regardless of what your friend may be going through, don't let this upset the balance within you.
I I'm familiar with a concept called modeling good behavior. I've been told as a supervisor to do that with the people I supervise. And I sort of feel this card sort of says that in its own way too. The reason why I say that, Blue, is because that could be an angel, but it could also just be your higher self there too. And that this is saying that once you regain calmness and maybe perspective, you'll model your best self, and that will either help with your friend eventually seeing that, and I think your friend has to see that. I don't think you can show that to them. I think your friend has to come around on their own.
Right. So maybe this time, is a time for de-stressing, decompressing, and sometimes we need that distance to do that. Now, I'm not saying everything will turn out all right, that things will go back to the way they were necessarily. But, if everything if everything happens the way that it should, I'm watching Sonny here, who's literally clawing his keyboard. If everything goes back to the way it should, everything should go back to the way it's meant to be, not necessarily the way you want it to be. So this is a time to just de-stress, come back to yourself, and recognize that, you can only be in control of yourself. You can't control the actions of others. As much as we want to control and manipulate, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, convince people that they need to come back or they need to, do, certain things. We can't do it. It's really up to them.
Oh, Gina, I want to be there. Wait, I don't.
Woohoo!
I don't do the adult beverages.
I'm in.
Oh well. See you tomorrow.
Take care, Gina.
Sunny does make us giggle.
So that's what we have for you today. We could probably give you a little bit more nitty gritty at one of our other live streams. But I also feel the Spirit is saying right now, you take care of you. You make sure you are in balance. Do what you need to de-stress. Do what you need to bring balance back to yourself. And then, things will become a lot clearer.
Yeah, it's really not going to work any other way. They're going to have to see you differently or come around on their own.
All right, that's what we have for you.
So,
Good luck with that, Blue. Mohaha, you are up and then
what is
Lena.
the job of the future spouse? We'll see if we can do that. It may not be exactly in the scope of what we're doing here today. Today's
yeah, you guys are making it tough to be happy hour with some of these questions. But we'll do what we can. But remember, when you see happy hour on our screen, we're doing single card messages from Spirit.
I don't know that he's trying to help.
Sonny is a very calming presence, on our show in a way.
Yeah, he is.
He's true. Let's consider Sonny the TFT therapy cat.
All right.
I should let you shuffle first and give it back.
Yes, I was wondering about that.
At long last. He's adorable, and he's very lovable generally. He kind of antagonizes the other two cats a little bit because he wants all the attention, but they all get along really well overall.
Well, they're sibs.
They're siblings.
They're all from the same
but they don't look alike at all.
Oh, well, I know it's there. I hope you find it.
Remember, it's on the second stream that we're doing right now, too. It's not on that first one.
Yeah, we got to get this straightened out. And we're sorry about that.
And if you're looking, also, we'll let you know what the card was, Jenna. It was the Three of Cups. We'll talk about it at the end of our show if you hang with us.
Yeah, it could be Blue. I don't know.
Well, Mohaha, you have the Chariot here.
Ooh.
And that's a very interesting card. So you were asking about...
the job of the future spouse.
A job of the future spouse. This future spouse, if I'm seeing any message about that at all in this reading, It could be that they're going to be on the move a lot. This might be a job that involves travel, or this might be a job that involves movement in some way. You know, you could be a mail carrier, for example, a post office worker, and you're moving around carrying mail and packages.
This suggests somebody with a lot of drive.
Yes, yes.
And not just necessarily in their garage.
No.
This could be about somebody who's highly motivated and in charge of situations. This could be somebody who holds the reins of power, so to speak, or is a lieutenant, you know, somebody who works with an actual boss. I'm thinking this is somebody who could be supervisory. This could be somebody who is in charge.
Right, right. And I just want to say, as far as a message for you goes, because that's what the show is about.
I know.
No, but I did it first too. And that I meant to do that. Because I want to try to address your questions, but also I want to give you a message from Spirit. And Spirit is saying right now, this is a really big time for you to get things moving in your life, to get a move on, and to forge forward towards your goals, whether they are romantic goals, whether they are business goals. This is a time to really push things forward. You've got a lot of motivation, you've got a lot of energy, and you're able to move forward. Spirit says take advantage of that.
Right. I didn't want to lose the idea that the message is really for you. That's the context of the reading here. But I thought that could apply perhaps to your spouse.
We did.
But I think this is really also about you just really knowing your direction, where to go, and know exactly how to go. I mean, the idea of pulling the black and the white horse is kind of the idea that they may be different kind of forces that you have to deal with, but they have an equality about them, even if they pull you in different directions, because it's a black and white thing. So I think it's really interesting that this could suggest you have a challenge also coming up to you, where maybe you are moving to really reconcile or bring together
different aspects of your life,
or even in the external for you, you know, like maybe there are things you have to bring together in your externals, people in your families who don't get along or need each other but don't want to need each other. I mean, it could be some other things. Sure.
That's what we have for you, and I hope that helped. Good luck with that. And Sonny is just, like I said, he's a show stealer here. He really is. Hey, Lena, we've made it to you finally. So thanks for sticking with us, Lena. It's your turn. Sonny is our happy cat. For happy hour.
Absolutely.
Very rarely you might see some of our other cats on set, but he's the one who's always got to be here.
He haunts us. Okay, we're just going to stick that up there, I think.
Shuffle. Or wait, did you?
Oh.
Shuffle.
He seems like he's nearly asleep here.
Well, he picked a bad spot.
He did. So our happy hour has turned into a happy hour and 20 minutes.
Well, we're happy to be here, and of course we know that
we did lose out a little bit because
we lost out because of that.
But we got Lena, and then we are done.
There.
Lena, you have the Emperor. So the Emperor suggests that the message from Spirit is really about you taking control. There may be situations where you could have asserted more control, but maybe you didn't for some reason. This is saying, maybe Spirit is saying, you should acknowledge the forces in yourself that are capable of, being in charge of yourself. And this is not necessarily saying you need to go out and get, a top flight job being a CEO or something like that. It is saying for what your style is, you need to show some assertiveness in some area of your life, or maybe a few areas in your life.
Well, I don't know. I look at this card and I think that maybe Spirit is acknowledging the fact that you have regained some control in areas of your life where you needed to. And that Emperor there, he looks pretty comfortable to me. This is like a person, a lot of times people wear the weight of leadership as a heavy crown on their head. It's burdensome. And to me, I look at this guy and he doesn't look very burdened at all. He looks like he's in control, and it's kind of like everything is flowing okay.
I was trying to figure out what was in his right hand.
What is that?
I thought it was a glass, and I thought, oh, it's happy hour for him too. But but
yeah.
It looks like a chess piece. It looks like.
Oh my gosh!
Is that the
yes,
bishop? The bishop.
I think it's a chess piece. It may be a bishop.
Because the cross on it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, of course, because it's so true. It just seems to fit. Well, it's about strategy. The Emperor, he strategizes,
bingo.
He organizes, he holds these people, he holds these people in his hands. So right now I think Spirit is saying is to really have that kind of control over yourself and your life, and everything else will fall into place. And also, the Emperor here, like I said, he seems pretty easygoing about it. Don't look at this as being difficult. Don't look at this as being too much for you. You've got this. And once you get everything in place and control, everything under control.
Have you been lurking here?
Merwin!
Have you been lurking?
Hey, Merwin.
Okay, so Lena, I agree with the Banshee totally here. There's a sense of comfort, but also, too, he's attentive looking. So it's like he has no worries because he knows things are pretty much in place. And that's like moving chess around. If you're a master chess player, you're thinking many moves ahead. This is saying that it's about the strategy and about how you should just organize and plan ahead.
I like what he said there. Good finish to that,
said.
Mr. O.
Why, thank you.
Nice.
Merwin, I clap for you too.
Hey, do you want a single card message from Spirit? We're at the end of the show.
Yeah, you would be our very last.
We will be happy to do it for you. We had a little internet problems again.
Let's just do it for her. You can't say no. We're doing it.
You can't say no.
We're just doing it.
Here, you shuffle first.
Thanks for coming today, too.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Life has been kind of crazy today. I know you saw some of my tweets. So.
You are welcome, Lena. Thanks
you're
for
very
coming.
welcome, Lena.
See
Hope
you tomorrow,
to see you
maybe.
soon. Maybe tomorrow. Okay.
You didn't show
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get confused. Sunny has taken over our camera view, Merwin, so we are kind of working with it. All right.
But as much as he's loving me today...
Do you want me to pick him up? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
The way you would?
He did not love me so much yesterday. He was
Yes.
scared of me.
Oh my gosh, we have a great story, but...
It'll be later.
Yeah, it'll be some other time. That's Sunny.
Okay, Merwin.
Well, look at you.
The Six of Swords.
You know, this is a wonderful card for you right now, I feel, because it's showing that you are moving towards calmer shores now. That, turbulent waters, difficulties that you have been facing, they're going to start easing again. And you're going to feel like you're going to be in a far better place. Spirit is saying, hang in there. You're ready to move forward now to calmer shores. We're taking you there. They're literally guiding your boat there, I feel.
You know, I look at the card and I think that the message says that you've been through some things that you didn't appreciate or that were not easy for you. And some of that is going to still remain there. But you should be aware that you are moving towards a better situation.
See the strings?
Yes.
So the birds are pulling the ship, which I think is interesting too, so that you are being guided from Spirit. Spirit is saying, we hear you, we know it's been rough, and, you know, a load is about to be taken off, you know, but also you have to know that you have to release some of this too. It's on you to leave some of that baggage behind and move forward to the more calmer shores that are awaiting you.
Absolutely.
Woohoo! I love it. That's what we have for you. And Sunny will get the last word.
No, he won't.
No, he won't.
I think he's just going to
there.
sleep.
He's just going to sleep. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Usually he will wide open. Wow. Hey, you're welcome, Merwin. That was fun. That was a good ending. I always like happy endings. So we usually pull a card for ourselves, but he's shaking his head no. It's been a crazy day, and actually I pulled a few cards today because of some stuff that was happening around here.
You're
so
welcome.
we're going to leave it at that and say goodbye to everybody, and thanks for making this a great show. I want to thank everybody who came back to our stream after we were disrupted by the internet disruption.
Thanking Jenna for her donation.
Thanking Jenna for her donation.
For our new subscription from
Jenna,
Saturn Scorpio.
If you can't find that reading, I will DM you. So, let me know. And we will say goodbye for now.
We loved all the pleasant thoughts about Sunny. We're glad everybody likes Sunny. So thank you so much.
So take care, everybody. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.